Hi friends, you're watching movie reviews with Raghuram. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Tamil movie Maanaadu. I have watched the Telugu version of Maanaadu and I'll be reviewing the same. Maanaadu is streaming on Sony Live. Maanaadu is a science fiction action thriller political drama stitched with a time loop story. The story of Maanaadu has been staged at Coimbatore, wherein a big political gathering has been planned. It is the same political gathering in which the assassination of the chief minister has been programmed. On the other side, we have two lead characters of the story trapped in a time loop. Both these characters are in different ways connected to the assassination programming of the chief minister. One character is trying to save the chief minister from being assassinated, and the other character is the mastermind behind the assassination programming. Eventually, both these characters are trying to stop each other in accomplishing their tasks by manipulating the time loop. In this attempt, both these characters are living the same day again and again and again. Who will succeed and who will not eventually forms the rest of the story of Maanaadu. Now, the story of Maanaadu is not as simple as I have narrated in a synoptic way. To understand the story and concept of Maanaadu, you need to know something about the time loop. It is better to refer Wikipedia and read about time loop before watching this movie. If you know what is a time loop and how it works, fantastic. You can just watch the movie. What I loved about this movie Maanaadu is the script, the storytelling and the screenplay. On the outline, the story looks very simple, especially when you watch the first half an hour of the movie. You think, what exactly is happening? I too thought, what the hell is going on in the movie? But what happens after the first half an hour of the movie? What events develop after first half an hour of the movie? You will start feeling the first half of the movie was damn important. So don't miss the first half an hour of the movie. Watch it frame by frame because the same scenes are going to get repeated in the other part of the movie. As I already said, since it is a time loop movie, each and every frame, most of the frames get repeated again and again and again as the two lead characters are experiencing the time loop and the events therein and are living the same day again and again and again. Most of the frames of the story also repeat again and again and again. So since most of the scenes of the movie repeat again and again, is the movie interesting? Yes, damn interesting. This is where the movie wins. This is where the director and the editor and the cinematographer wins. This is where the lead characters and the supporting characters win. This is where the entire movie wins. It is not easy to tell a story which has a theme of time loop on its backdrop in such a convincing way, in a way that even the common man who is seeing this movie, even the person who doesn't know what exactly is time loop will have lessons of time loop to learn from this movie. If you just blindly watch the movie without knowing the concept of time loop, you will still be intrigued, you'll be hooked and booked, and you are glued to the screen and you want to watch the entire thrilling components of the movie, and you may tell to yourself, okay, this is a time loop story, I'll go back and refer Wikipedia or some other reference and try to learn about time loop, what exactly is time loop. So to tell such a critical, such a difficult concept in the form of an entertaining story, to stitch the components of a time loop story with entertainment components, to make the movie interesting, to make the movie gripping, to make the movie catchy, and to make the movie understandable was very, very difficult, and the entire technical team inclusive of the director has done a commendable job. Again, I would give a big hats off to the director and the editor of the movie. With the time loop scenes repeating again and again, it could easily have become a boring movie. Because in a time loop story, you need to tell the same story again and again, and it will be damn boring. Had this story fallen in the hands of Ekta Kapoor, she would definitely have made a web series or a big television series of around 200-300 episodes. This is a point where the editor wins. You see the quick and crisp editing of the movie, editing wins. The first time the hero goes into the time loop, the story has been shown in detail. The second time, it is made crisper and edited. The third time, even crisper. Fourth time, very, very crisper. And in one particular scene, you can see the editing is so fast that the director and editor of the movie by this time clearly know that our viewers who are watching this movie have got the glimpse and taste of time loop, and they have thoroughly understood. In that particular scene, you can see editing so quickly. The hero comes, does something, die, come back, does something, die, and with each step, just as you're climbing the steps of a ladder, he learns very quickly. So it is very quick editing process where you need to understand everything is happening in the time loop, but the concept is not so easy. For each and every frame to take place, the story has to repeat, the entire story has to repeat, but neither the director or editor has done that. A commendable job, a commendable teamwork there. The editing is so crisp and fast that you would definitely know that the events are happening in the time loop. The editing is by Praveen KL, and hats off to the editor. Editing plays a very key component of this particular movie, Maanaadu. That is why before mentioning the lead actors, before mentioning even the director, I have mentioned the name of editor. Now let me go to the writer and director of the movie Maanaadu, Venkat Prabhu. What to tell about Venkat Prabhu? He's a seasoned director. He knows what to bring in his movie, what grips the audience, what keeps the audience engaging. He makes wonderful movies with the newer concepts. And in this particular movie, Maanaadu, he has tried to explore the concept of time loop, which is very, very popular in the Western movies and not so popular in the Indian movies. And he has done a commendable job in presenting a time loop story in an interesting way, in an engaging way, and in an entertaining way. Hats off, Venkat Prabhu, sir. Now let me come to the leading star cast. Silambarasan has done a terrific job as the protagonist of the movie. No doubt he is a very good actor and he has dominated most of the frames in which he is in. But the show stealer of the movie is S.J.Surya. Undoubtedly, S.J.Surya has given a commendable performance. He has brought the negative shades to his character in such a brilliant way with authenticity that his role will definitely impress you. It definitely impressed me. Impact acting by S.J.Surya. And look at the natural humor S.J.Surya brings in his negative shades. It is very difficult to combine the negative shades with humor component, and S.J.Surya has done a commendable job in blending those two characters in a single character. He looks menacing yet witty. Kalyani Priyadarshan plays the female lead in the movie, and her performance is also good. Apart from these three characters, we also have more interesting characters in the movie. But mainly the story revolves around these three characters. In fact, around those two characters, S.J.Surya and Silambarasan. Another interesting component of the movie Maanaadu is the first half and the second half. The first half of the story has been said from the perspective of Silambarasan in the time loop, and the second half of the story has been said from S.J.Surya's perspective, again trapped in the time loop. And very interestingly, both those people aren't aware that they are in the time loop until they start experiencing the same day again and again. And very interesting is how those two characters intersect, their stories intersect in the same time loop. Richard M. Nathan is the cinematographer of the movie, and the cinematography is also really good. Yuvan Shankar Raja has composed the music and also the background music of the movie. The background music is impressive. I'm not speaking much about the music because you don't have many numbers in the movie. So Maanaadu is a very, very, very interesting story. At least I just loved the movie, the way it has been presented, the way it has been made, and how interestingly the story of time loop has been said in a convincing way to a common man, not missing out the entertainment component. So this is truly the Indian avatar of the time loop story. For this wonderful thought process behind the movie and all the efforts which have been put to make such a good movie like Maanaadu on my scoreboard, I would love to give 9.5 out of 10 for Maanaadu. Watch Maanaadu on Sony Live. Don't miss the movie. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. Catch up with you all in my next video with yet another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.